Welcome to today's messages. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. And I hope its chimes bring you much love and joy, as it does me, okay? Because this is what it's about. We need to pull in, anchor all the joy we can right now, in all times. Capture those joy moments. Make the joy moments. Nurture the joy moments. Oh, what do we got here? I think this is liberation, and I forget what that one is. Duality. Okay. Energy of duality helps you make peace with your inner duality. It helps you live in balance, oneness, and harmony, so you can continue on your path to a cosmic consciousness. It helps you discover life through enjoyment and play. Okay, yes, that is the energy we are tapping in today. A playful, joyful energy. We need it, we want it, we liberate ourselves so that we can have it. Okay, look at this. Yes, rainbow coming out your center, because you're the star. And these confines are any limiting beliefs, any self-doubt, any self-judgment, criticisms that we keep ourselves bound by. And this is about freedom, freeing yourself from your binds so that you can just shine like the beautiful star that you are. Okay? That's the energy of liberation. Yes, liberate yourself from your self-judgments and be free to be playful and joyful. That's a good way of liberating yourself, is through joy and play, where you don't take yourself so seriously and you tend to your inner child and find the things that make you joy. Maybe they're jumping into a pile of leaves right after you rake them, or maybe they are throwing the leaves, getting a handful of leaves and throwing them in the air and then having them all fall in your face, or maybe it is climbing a tree, or I don't know. Only you know what brings you joy. But find and take and make these moments for yourself. Oh, there's a spider web outside the window blowing in the breeze right now, and it is rainbow. It is fully rainbow. Beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I'm seeing blues, yellows, pinks, orange, greens, purples, reds. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous. So this web that you create through your joy ripples that you create for yourself. Oh, Hagulas came out to play. Okay, this is the lightning that breaks you free, that opens you up, that tears down the walls, the binds, the confines, the limiting beliefs, the things that hold us back, because we are active participants in the life that we want, in the life that we deserve. And it is your choosing in every moment what you do, what you look at, how you respond, that starts to curate your world. So do it mindfully and watch as things start to shift. Beautiful. Oh, that spider web is going to draw me to it with my eyeballs a lot. I can already tell. It's done it. I just did it again. Okay. So, yes, the webs we weave are gorgeous. I would take a picture, but then I have to stop the video, go to picture, and then I have 2 videos instead of 1 video to upload, and I just don't know if I know how to do that. If it's just as easy as just uploading 2 videos and then they seamlessly combine. I don't know these things. I just hit record and go for it. But it's a beautiful either way. Okay. Let's get into a reading. I'm shuffling everything weird, but this is the way it wants to be shuffled. So we just do it. We just do it. Because there's a flow. This is not a forcing. This is just a flowing and an allowing. Okay. And what a beautiful day with all the sunshine and the trees right now, all the maples, all the color changes are just absolutely gorgeous. Just that's what you focus on. Nature and how effortless it releases the things it no longer needs, right? It doesn't need the leaves anymore. That version of itself, those dressings, they're letting them fall away. Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got people, soul tribe, people drawn to you, people heading your way, people in your life. The people in your life or on your way to be in your life or who want to be in your life, all the people. Okay. This is all the people and the ones that you have to let go. There are people you do have to let go, just like the seasons and the leaves. There are people who are just meant to be in your life for a season, and then it is time to let them go. And this you can do with honor, with love. You know, it doesn't have to be so drama, so heartbreaking, you know. It can just be diverging paths where your paths lined up for a little bit and you were able to walk and share and interact and influence, and then you move on. And you know, those are part of the soul contracts that we have, the people that we run into at certain times, right? But this is about you forging your own path. This is about you heading forwards confidently with your sword of truth, cutting away and releasing all that is no longer for you. Okay, and this is how you tend and nurture your safe space, your sanctuary, your inner garden. You are doing it confidently, right? Just it's the same as in the garden. You can't keep everything indefinitely. There's a time and a place. There's a season for all things. Just as you nurture a seed and it grows and it blooms and it fruits, and then it's time to die and you pull it out and make space for new plants to go in there, right? We don't hold on to the dead plants and, you know, get caught up in how beautiful it was in its prime, right? Gotta let it go. Okay, because this is about your actions that you are taking towards a world that you are being a co-creator of, that you are actively engaging in. Right? Wands, passion, action. This is your actions that you take to make the world that you want to be in, to tend the kind of garden you want to sit in, to enjoy. Right? There's a lot of people out there who are just like, walking out into an untamed environment being like, well, this is my life, right? And it's things are getting choked out. They can't see anything. They don't really want to hang out in there because it's too wild and crazy. And this is why we started to tend our gardens. We started to create environments mindfully, not just for the things that we're growing, but also, where we want to spend our time, how we want to spend our time. We want to work on something and then enjoy the fruits of that work, whether it is harvesting or having a beautiful space to sit in. Okay, and a lot of this is trusting your inner knowing, your feeling, the things that you are feeling as something that needs to be nurtured or something that needs to be taken away. You use this through your senses. You find this, you discover this through your senses, right? You're like, oh, this thing's dead. I'm pulling it out and leaving it. And our personal relationships aren't so obvious, right? And sometimes they are. You can go and have a coffee or whatever, breakfast with an old friend that you haven't seen in a while and realize you guys just aren't on the same page anymore. And it's okay. You don't have to hate the person, you don't have to vilify them. You can just, carry on without them for a while. And if they circle back, or if your paths merge again, great. And if not, also great, because you're not dependent on them in your life. And this goes in all cases, on all the levels, right? Getting yourself to a level of independence that you're not dependent on other people, because then you transfer your power. And this is about you claiming your power back. This is about you becoming an overflowing cup. And you become overflowing cup by continuously filling it, right? This is joy juice that you are filling your cup with. The things that inspire you, give you joy, bring you joy. Heal your heart, nurture your heart, right? Comfort foods, walks in the forest, smelling beautiful flowers, looking at beautiful flowers, receiving beautiful flowers, even if you have to send them to yourself. This is the overflowing cuppage. And this sacred space, creating a sacred space for yourself, a safe space for you to go and recharge, to refill. And then you overflow onto everyone around you without resentment, right? Okay, we got the Two of Pentacles. This is the balancing of your duality, right? This is your masculine and feminine. This is your seasons, the time for birth, the time for death, the time to receive and the time to release, right? We're talking about seasons. And this is also a transition from an old world to a new world, which is another level or dimension to the concept of death of the old, birth of the new, right? The death of the caterpillar, the birth of the butterfly. Everything has its seasons. Okay, Nine of Cups. So this landed over here on your release, the people in your life, and you're doing this for your own emotional regularity, right? You want to have a very safe and stable nervous system. And if you have people who are constantly triggering you or poking you or pushing you into a dysregulated nervous system, it's time to let those ones go. That's another way that you can tell, right? It's not so obvious the thing is dead, but sometimes it's just about how am I feeling when I leave interacting with these people? Am I feeling refreshed? Am I feeling inspired? Am I feeling good? Or am I not? Right? And this is your compass. This is also a beautiful 9 of Cups. This is a place that you arrive at, like a magnifying of your own cup. It's almost like each cup represents a seed that overflows from your cup. It's kind of like a memory or a resonant transfer. I don't know where I was going with that. Somewhere. Maybe you went where I was going, and then you can tell me where you got to. Okay. And there's your 10 of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. Yes. Because once you have this momentum, then you start to see physical manifestations of that, right? Your world starts to reorganize itself to reflect your new emotional regularity, your peace and prosperity within yourself, your confidence, your ability to move through the seasons, to release, to be in balance with your light and your shadow, right? Your shadow, this is why we are two halves of the whole. We're dualistic beings, right? We are both light and shadow, because you need your shadow part to set firm boundaries, to let things go, to release people, to do all of those kinds of things, just like you need your light. Also, look at this rainbow on this flower here. Can we get in there a little bit more? Where else was I going? Sorry, distracto. I don't know where I was going with that. Dualistic, light and shadow, masculine, feminine, and seasons. Yes, like winter season and summer season. Time to bloom and a time to go within. Time to come out and shine, and time to polish your star. Okay. So we got the moon coming out. This is divine timing, things yet to be revealed, things going through its phases and stages, which is why I link it to the divine timing, right? Because the moon will be full when the moon is full, and it has to go through its stages to get there, and phases, and you just have to wait. Regardless if you want a full moon and it's a new moon, you have to wait the appropriate amount of time for the full moon. Okay. So I'm just going to put this over here, because this could be linked to your physical manifestations, this physical manifestation of your constant choosing of the kind of world that you want to live, and it's starting to show up in your reality, and how that shows up and when that shows up. That's where the moon comes in. That's where the moon comes in. Okay, what else we got? Who else is gonna come out tonight? We got Justice. Okay, beautiful. This is a balance. This is a getting back what you give. This is another aspect of duality, and the law of give and take. What is it when you... It's like cause and effect. That's where I want to go. And you're putting your work on yourself overflowing into your cup, filling your cup to overflow. This benefits the world greatly for you, but also for everyone that you flow into, for everyone that witnesses your flow, your grow, your show, and then you get more back. You get back what you give, and you're giving overflowing liquid sunshine. So you're going to get back overflowing liquid sunshine. That's what the justice card is all about. Getting back what you gave. And some of us have been given love our whole lives, waiting on the return. I mean, that's not why we were doing it. We didn't know that that was a thing back then. We just did it because that's how our hearts worked. But now the universe is like, I saw you, I've kept track. Don't you worry, your 10 of Pentacles is coming. But you had to get to this 9 of Pentacles first, right? You can't be surrounded by people who are going to use and abuse you. You can't be one who allows people to use and abuse you, because anything that the universe gifts you, you're just going to let be taken away or used and abused, right? So you need to meet the universe halfway by showing it that you are ready to receive the kind of abundance it wants you to receive, right? By having an emotional regulated system, you are no longer a slave. You are no longer triggered by other people's actions, because you recognize with your own growth that that's stuff that they need to figure out for themselves. It's got nothing to do with you, unless you choose to make it something to do with you, right? Wow, 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 wow. Okay, yes. I mean, confirmation from spirit, right? Your 9 of Cups, you meet them there and they will bring you your happily ever after. You will receive through the law of cause and effect, through your divine justice, a beautiful return on your investment. And it's like the supersizing of your cup, right? It's like, okay, here's my vessel. I've filled it with liquid sunshine. I'm overflowing. I'm emotionally regulated. I'm balanced in my dark and my light, my masculine, my feminine. I am independent. I am mindfully creating the kind of world that I want to live. I'm releasing the things that no longer serve me and planting seeds for the things I'm trusting with all of my faith. And the universe is like, okay, boom, bada bing. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's just see what these two are. So this is a message coming in. This is the messenger. This is the messenger knight who is bringing in your abundance. They've got a cup here. Who knows? This could be a person who is like, I see your cup and I want to put my cup with your cup. Let's put our cups together and we will make a beautiful 10 of Cups. Because 2 times 2 is 10 in the spiritual realm, maybe. Okay. And then we got the 6 of Wands. So this is passionate. This is masculine. This is action. This is taking advantage of your position on top of the mountain and harnessing the sun. This is also your balance with the sun and the moon, right? Your yes, your sun and your moon action. This is you collecting. This is you harvesting your liquid sunshine for your cup. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, what else wants to come to you today? Oops. Okay. Anybody else? Flip over. Oh, dedication. And the Empress, signs and synchronicities, and reaching a goal. You've done it. You've become an overflowing cup. You figured it out. You've cracked the code. You figured out how to emotionally regulate and fill your cup. Confirmed. Okay, there you are at the top of the mountain going, wow, I made it. And look at all the mountains. If you're resonating with this reading, go to yesterday's reading because it was about this card. It was about that point where you're like at the top of the mountain thinking that was it. You just had to climb this mountain and then you're done. And then you get there and you're like, oh, first of all, beautiful. But also look at all those mountains out there that I've yet to climb, right? Yes, this is your success in creating your world that you want to exist in, be a part of. And trusting in the signs and the synchronicities, okay? I feel like your dedication here to balancing and releasing. This is a very crucial part of this whole process. Balance, releasing, regulating, and cutting away confidently, forging ahead confidently. Okay, and we've got the Empress, and she is birthing seeds and receiving. She's planting seeds and receiving. She's receiving downloads. She's receiving creativity. She's receiving manifestations. She's in receiving mode. And all those seeds that she receives, all of the downloads she receives, she births out into the real world. And then the emperor comes around and fertilizes those seeds. The empress nurtures the seeds, and the emperor harvests the seeds. This is that dualistic balance between the masculine and feminine, right? So trust your signs and your synchronicities, okay? Because they are leading you, and hold that frequency. What do we got here? It's the Two of Cups and a spark of passion. Okay, spark of passion and the Two of Cups. Beautiful. So this might be how things unfold for you. It starts with you tending your garden, gaining confidence, regulating your emotions, filling your cup, overflowing, releasing, all of those things. Then you get yourself into the Empress mode where you're holding the frequency, receiving and birthing in a gorgeous, beautiful way. And then, boom, love overflows everywhere. Okay. This is the love. So this is also the balance of duality, right? This is you joining forces within, and as within, so without. For anyone who is already in a loving relationship, this is a deepening, right? The more we expand our capacity for love, the more we can love and receive love. And so our loving relationships that we are already in expand and grow and magnify and compound. And if you are open to love and life partners and sharing life with somebody this is an inevitability, right? You are a beacon of love, and other love frequencies come over. Come over and want to hang out with you. Okay. Go through one more time here. I feel like we need at least one more card here to balance this out. And you're gonna give me two. Okay, so don't overthink it. Trust your intuition. That's the last message here. Okay, don't overthink it. Trust your intuition. You've created a momentum here, so you don't have to think it too hard anymore. You just have to hold the Empress vibe. You just have to hold the frequency of love. And love will see you through. Okay, and because of Hagelas, we didn't really talk about Hagelas here, but Hagelas is the lightning, right? Look at that blue lightning. This is the release of the old. This is the equivalent of the death card, but with the tower. It's like a death in a tower, right? A lightning that releases the old. It's like it's giving me this the carrier that moves you from one world into another. You could be well, you probably are very much in this in-between state where your energetic frequency has outgrown your physical environment. And so these towers that might come in for you to help shift you to realign your physical to your emotional, to your spiritual, emotional and mental, all of those things. Okay, who wants to come out? The mushrooms. The mushrooms do. Okay, mushrooms. What you got for us? All of the mushrooms in the world, the bleeding tooth, stagnation. Okay, and this was like kind of on the edge of the table here, about to fall over. So I feel like, I mean, I don't even know what the reading thing is, that comes with it, but that's what I'm getting. It's this upheaval that is necessary, like to clean the pond, right? You need to get in there, pull everything out, drain it, refill it, like clean it, refill it, for it to be fresh and new, right? This is part of the preparing your garden. You have to get rid of the old stuff and prepare the beds before putting in the new into it. Okay, and then we've got turkey tail and king oyster. So we got a block and substance here. So there may be some blocks. I know that king oyster is delicious. And then we got 1111 here. Okay. So let's go to the book. And 34 and a 4. Okay, 34. Is there stagnation happening somewhere in your life at present? The bleeding tooth card is asking you where you need to shift the stagnant energy. It may be in the form of something emotional or physical or an unfinished project. The question to ask yourself is, why am I allowing this to stagnate? Why do I not want to move on from this? Or why is it so hard for me to look at this? Is it in the too hard basket or something you have been avoiding for whatever reason? Whatever it is, don't let it fester. Don't let it go unnoticed, because doing so will only create more issues further down the track. Why deal with it then when you can deal with it now and avoid making it any worse? Sometimes, when you truly decide to turn your attention to something, the task isn't as hard as you first thought. Things can move quicker than you can imagine. So let go of the assumptions of what could be or what might happen and attend to the matter. If it is a difficult matter, sweeping it under the carpet doesn't help anyone. Remember, or everything, where did remember come from? Everything is there to grow from and catapult you to where you are meant to be. Let the flow begin, and when the stagnation shifts, this creates space for something fresh and new. It creates a harmonious flow, and your tension can ease. Peace always ensues. Okay, beautiful. This is part of that releasing. You're doing it for everybody, right? When you recognize that a relationship has stagnated, it's just like, why keep putting everybody through something that nobody really wants anyways, right? And for me, the thing that's sticking up is my overflow room. It's turned into a storeroom where I just like throw things in and then close the door, and it needs there's stuff in there. There's stuff in there that needs to be dealt with and thrown out, and I keep avoiding it, but it's just going to get worse because I just keep putting more stuff in it. Okay, and then we got the turkey tail. Where is there a blockage or stagnation in your life? Okay, so there's something stagnant here. There's stagnation. There's stuff that still needs to be released. And I feel like this Hagalas is this, it's like the lightning is going to hit the area so that you can deal with it. It's time to focus on building your energy and defenses so you can shift this stuck energy. Chinese medicine says, if there is debris in a creek causing it to be blocked, do not lift each heavy piece out of the way individually. Instead, build the flow of water so it force moves the debris on effortlessly. The creek or river is our blood and chi, and the debris is stuck energy, repressed emotions, and the accumulation of fluids that need movement to transform them. When we build ourselves up on the inside, we give ourselves a better chance of pushing through obstacles within and outside of ourselves. Turkey tail is effective in cancer treatment. Cancer is the proliferation of cells in an abnormal state, that is, an overgrowth of cells. Ask yourself, what has triggered something in my life to grow out of control and dangerously? If something you have left unchecked, is something you have left unchecked grown to a point that is no longer serving you? Or is there someone or something in your life that is no longer for your highest good? It's time to look around you and inside yourself to find what stands in the way of your flow and remove it. By making this stand and strengthening your energy, you allow the life force that moves you to flow naturally, bringing balance and harmony back to your life. Okay, so a lot of reference to flow and releasing. Yes, okay. And then we've got king oyster. The king oyster mushroom is large and meaty. For this reason, it is often used as a substitute for meat in meals. It is thick and full-bodied, with many health benefits. In drawing the king oyster card, you are being called to look to where you can substitute something you currently use for something that will give you more value. Where can you beef something up with an alternative? Is there another way to do something that will create more value in what you are doing? The king oyster is about substance. There are many things you can use in place of others, and finding something with substance as well as relevance is key here. The king is indeed very big and can make a complete meal with a single mushroom. Show that you have substance. Show that you can stand alone because you are enough by yourself. Show that you have amazing qualities without the use of anything else. Stand in your power and be a leader. Look for quality and substance in everything you do and the people you choose to let into your life. Substance is about giving back. How you can help and focus on making something purposeful. Okay. So I'm getting this block and stagnation because our main card here were the people in and out of our lives. I am feeling like it is time to really assess our emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual proximity that we share with others and how that affects us, how that affects our flow, our energy, momentum, all of those things. Okay. And having, finding a way or just being mindful. It's about quality over quantity, right? Okay. This is trusting in your ability to discern what is best for you. And like I said at the beginning, it doesn't have to be so dramatic, so vilifying, severing. It can just be a pause, a walk away, a silent removal. Okay, well, I think we will just maybe we'll pull out a kitty card here. See if the kitties want to come say hey. Synchronicity. Meet Lexi. She passes in our world through the divine nexus of a series of unlikely events. She arrives at the precise moment when she is needed most. As if answering a silent prayer, she appears with a perfect and sweet antidote to your fears and struggles. You will not know when she is coming, but when she arrives, your heart will open, the air will sparkle, and your world will awaken with new life. Coincidence? Maybe. A beautiful mystery? Certainly. Watch for her paw prints as they glimmer and meander throughout your life. Okay, these are your signs and synchronicities that you are following. Oh, the light is on the little cluster of stars. That's funny. Maybe somebody recognizes that star system. I don't know. I don't know about the stars. Okay. But this is why it's important to maintain your energy flow, because it enforces and supports your synchronicities that lead you to the people, places, and things that are meant to be for you in the energy state that you hold, which is, freaking gorgeous, right? Look. Oh, yeah, see? The light's just right on them. Cool. Okay. So there you have it. That's the message. I just saw it was 44444. And then we got the 2 4s and 11. So 4s may be a thing. If they are or aren't, they are now. Okay. Love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.